football, tube, restrike. Yes, the three basic types of high pressure sodium lamps. We're going to do a little bit of an interview on them. I'm going to show you what the three basic types are, and we're going to talk about them. These two here are 400 watts, and this one here is 125. Okay, I'm just going to show you these. First of all, the football shape. This is Sylvania. This one's made by Sylvania. This one is made by Philips, and this one's made by Austin. They're all made by different companies. Okay, inside there you can see the arc tube. Now the football shaped bulbs are commonly used in common areas, mainly. And of course the football one is a phosphor coated bulb. As you can see, it's all white around it. That's the phosphor coating. And this bulb does not emit UV radiation, of course, because it's got phosphor on it, which protects it. It's a safe bulb. You can look directly at it because it's not emitting UV or anything. It's not an issue at all. Okay, and of course we have an E40 cap for a base, which is a big base. No, there's no way this bulb is going to fit in a regular lamp socket. None of these can. Too big. You try to fit it in, there's no way it'll fit. Okay, it's impossible unless you have a socket adapter. But you can't run this in a regular socket unless it's wired up to a ballast, of course. These do come in self-ballasted high pressure sodium. You can get self-ballasted high pressure sodium bulbs, but it's quite difficult. Okay, so that's the football one. You can see the arc tube. The football one is the phosphor coated one, generally used in areas where it's neat. Alright, tube. Now this is the tube one. Now this one is generally used in street lighting and flood lighting. This football one can be used in those as well. Well, so can this one. So this one here, we have the Sylvania Roadstar fittings and sometimes some floodlights. But the floodlight versions of these are slowly getting upgraded, replaced with LEDs, because LED floodlights are starting to replace these. But these are still used in street lighting. But I don't know for how long, because soon after the state government here wants to replace any existing light with street light with LED. But these are still available for plant growth. These three lamps can be used for plant growth. High pressure sodium makes a very good plant growth light. Yes, but these are slow, but they are getting replaced by compact fluorescents or LEDs. Okay, so and this one here is the Philips one. This is 400 watts. Of course, same E40 cap, and it's only got one arc tube. Of course, the arc tube's a bit blackened because this bulb is used. All three of these are used. This one's brand new. It's only been used once or twice. This one's been used about 10 or maybe 11 times. This one's been used more. Okay, and these emit a deep orange. They don't emit deep white. Of course, just because the phosphor is white does not mean it emits white light. The arc tube emits orange light, so it makes the phosphor appear orange. But as it heats up, it's white when it heats up. Okay, and when these clear ones heat up, they emit a deep blue. Okay, so that's that. So that's the tube light. Now the restrike. This is an instant restrike bulb. It's got two arc tubes, and it's called instant restrike because you have two in one. This one only has one arc tube, so this is not a restrike. Okay, with the instant restrike ones, these ones. So if one of the arc tubes cuts out, the other arc tube will take over until the other arc tube recovers. Well, the other arc tube will just remain on while the other arc tube cools down. And if the arc tube that's took over gives the arc tube that went out first will come back on because it would have recovered. Okay, it'll continue doing that until you turn it off, or until the arc tubes have burnt out. Okay, it will continue going left and right until it burns out. Okay, we did a restrike video, and I thought I'd just show you the bulb up close. These are the basic types. With this, you don't have to wait, so that way you don't have to wait for it to cool down. Because with high intensity discharge lamps, if you turn them off, you have to wait for them to cool down. It takes about 10 minutes or 20 minutes. You have to wait that long for them to cool before you can turn it back on again. So you turn it back on straight away after you turn it off. It's not good for the ballast. It's not good for the ballast because you can actually wear the ballast out. But with this one, you don't have to wait. So if you turn this off, you can turn it back on again straight away. The other arc tube just turns on while the other one's cooling down. I don't know if you can get a Restroke Plus, which should have 3 arc tubes, but I don't think those exist. I guess the maximum arc tubes you can get in high intensity tone is 2. Of course, no, both arc tubes will not come on at one time because there's only one ballast. Okay? Okay, so that is the 3 basic types of high pressure sodium lamps: football, tube, and Restroke. These are both tubes, of course. And of course, this one's a bit longer length. This one's a longer one, but these Restroke ones come in different lengths. These football ones come in different sizes, of course. A 70-watt one will be a lot smaller than this. Okay, these are big. And there's my hand on them. See my hand in front of them? They're big bulbs. And of course, they're very fragile, so if you drop them, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, if the outer glass breaks, you got to replace the whole bulb, because there's no way you can replace the glass. Well, if you know what you're doing, these bases can actually come off. They can be unscrewed, and you can take the glass off if you need to replace it. But that's if you know what you're doing. Okay, and I got this little black thing on the bottom there. I don't know what that's for, but okay, so that's the basic types, and I guess that will just show you how the 3 high pressure sodium lamps work and basics. So I guess that's it. Also, please leave a comment, a rate, and a subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.